Before we get started, remember that trading is risky and you could lose all of your investment. Past performance does not guarantee future results. Hello traders, this is Hugh Kimura, and in this video I wanted to recap one of my trades from this past week that I just closed out, and I thought it would be useful if you're learning to trade and you want to see how some of these trades work. Obviously, not all of my trades work out this well, but this is one of the better ones, and I believe that you should learn from the good trades and the bad trades, but you should reinforce the good trades because that will help you see profitable patterns in the future. Okay, so let's start from the top down. This is the weekly chart, and this trade was on the pound odd, or the British pound Australian dollar. And as you can see, very obvious downtrend. Coming to near a bottom here, but there was a big move down, and then whenever that happens, there's usually going to be a basing pattern, or the market's going to move sideways. So what I'm generally looking for is another move down. So I'm looking to sell at any of the tops here, and that's what happened. So moving to the daily chart, price came back up here. This is the bar that I entered on, and it came up perfectly to this level, and as you can see, this level was former resistance and it was some support previously, so it looked like a good shot. I usually look for outside bars or engulfing bars at these levels, or a pin bar, but this wasn't quite an engulfing bar, as you can see. So why did I take this trade? I was looking at the other British pound pairs, and there were many engulfing bars at the same time, so that's why I decided to take it on this pair. And this was actually the best setup. I mean, it was the prettiest level, and the formation was printing on the level, whereas with the other British pound pairs, I wasn't so sure because the outside bars were printing a little lower than the resistance level. So I was pretty confident in this trade, and the blue line is my entry level. The red line was my stop. I moved the stop down a little bit because I saw that there was some room to decrease the stop, and anytime you can do that, your R goes up, or your multiples of risk go up if you're right about the trade. So I did contemplate putting the stop loss above this level, which would have been really, really tight, and it would have been really, 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 really sweet because I could have obviously got 10 or 15 R out of this, but that was a little bit too risky for me. So I just put it right above this bar, and it worked out well. So the first exit was at this first green line, and I exited because this was a former support level, and I decided that it was a good idea to take some out. It was a little bit over 1 R at that point, so I closed out. And in hindsight, it might have been better to keep that position because the price action is telling us here that there's virtually no bounce here, and if price looks like that, then I should have stuck with it and maybe closed out lower, maybe around here or so, or waited for this pin bar to close out. So if anything, that would have been the only improvement that I could see for this trade. And then as I held on to the other position, I was also shooting for this lower level here, kind of in the valley. I don't typically like to go for the bottom of the move. This valley is usually a good place to target. And it's a little safer place to target, more conservative. So that's what I did on the second position, and that worked out well. And my secondary review is that price might move down again. As you can see, price popped back up a little bit, and then it's heading down. So I might have exited too early, but that is fine with me. I'm satisfied with this trade. So this trade automatically got published to Twitter when it closed. As you can see, I gained 637.2 pips on the second position, which is not bad. And I think it worked out to a little bit over 3R on that trade. So pretty good trade. You can see all of my trades on my trading log at tradingheroes.com. and it was a pretty good month. I ended up positive 2.12%. So pretty good month. Next month, I'm looking to increase my risk a little bit more and see how that goes. If that doesn't work too well and it doesn't work with my psychology, then I'm going to drop back down to 0.5% per trade, risk per trade. And if you want to find out how I got an alert to get this trade, visit my blog at tradingheroes.com. And thanks for watching.